and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about Tomorrow by Together's Chasing That Feeling, focusing on a little breakdown of the lyrics and a music video to see what they can tell us about the story told in this comeback. If you'd like to know more about the concept of the video as a whole, you can check out this video right here in case you missed it, but if you're already all caught up, let's jump right in and see what's going on. Chasing That Feeling is a song that continues the story already introduced back in the name chapter Temptation. If in Sugar Rush Ride the boys escape to Neverland after being seduced by the devil by the window, in Chasing That Feeling, Tomorrow by Together free fall back to reality after bidding farewell to their beloved Magic Island. At the beginning of the name chapter, the boys were tempted by a dangerous illusion that delayed their growth, but in the second installment, they finally decide to confront reality and chase their own little magic in the real world. As we'll see in a second, this will allow them to find their own path in reality, learn to navigate it following their own rules and boundaries, but in order to do so, they must first endure the growing pains that they were desperately trying to escape. At the beginning, the video opens with a 5-colored meteorite crash landing in the middle of a crossroad. Right off the bat, this is very significant because this location tells us that the boys are at a metaphorical crossroads in their life. When it was time to decide which direction to take, they had the choice to keep flying with the devil and be young forever, but they didn't. They decided to fall and become adults, so the natural consequence of that is that their first bitter taste of reality brings them right into the sewers. After abandoning their dream of paradise, their first reaction is to hit rock bottom because yes, it was the right choice, but it's sad nonetheless. In the song, Bungie refers to this paradise as a sweet mirage they might miss for good, and this is a direct reference to the name of their last tour. These opening lines convey the idea that they very much understand the implications of their decision. They are fully aware that they might have missed their only chance at living in paradise, and this is actually a little callback to 0 by 1 Love Song, where they deemed themselves unworthy of heaven until their you appeared like an angel, momentarily saving them with their light. All of this is to say that their stakes are very high here. In this story, the boys think that the devil's illusion was the closest thing to heaven they could ever experience, and yet they give it up anyway to make the right choice no matter how painful it is. This first step towards maturity overlaps with a brief moment of melancholy, but the members soon realize that they can find magic even in the most unmagical places. Right after the boys land in the sewers, in fact, 5 colorful energy sources appear out of nowhere and lead them in 5 different directions. Like the Power Rangers, each member is assigned a specific color and source of power. Subin, for instance, chooses the red light, Yeonjun is attracted to the blue one, Bongyu follows the green light, Taehyung goes after the pink one, while Hyunin Kai chases the yellow light. These lights are the feelings they're chasing in the lyrics. Since they landed with them, they kind of represent their inner magic they manifest no matter what. Their dreams which they have no choice but to follow despite the harsh conditions. They are their power, their passion if you will, which they must keep chasing because it's all they know. In the video, we see that as they chase these little magical moments, the boys are momentarily separated, and this is because after coming back to reality, each of them has to find their own path in this unforgiving world. They accept the kiss of fate, they embrace their destiny and the fact that they have to grow up, but that doesn't mean letting go of who they are and what they want. Now more than ever, they have the chance to follow their dreams and turn them into reality, so as they keep chasing that feeling, they also use its magic to navigate the world according to their own rules. In the video, we see the boys confronting reality, but they go about it in very unconventional ways. Subin rides the train, sure, but on the roof. Yeonjun takes the taxi, but holding on to it as he slides on his own magic. Bongyu avoids traffic by defying gravity and driving on the ceiling. Taehyung Cruz challenges the laws of physics by walking on walls and standing on traffic lights, while Hyunin Kai goes by car, but by kneeling on the hood. As they experience reality for the first time in a while, they're very reckless, almost as if they're getting used to it again. As Hyunin Kai emerges from a manhole in the middle of traffic, it tells us that during the time they spent astray, he felt like a lost child, but after seeing the truth, he now feels alive again. These lines obviously refer to the time they spent as lost boys on Neverland. Taken away by the devilish Peter like the darling children, the boys regress to a childlike state as they go lost in that fantasy, but now they feel alive again. As harsh as it is, reality can also be freeing because the devil cannot control them there. Because of that, the Kai emerging from underground can almost be seen as a rebirth of some sorts, like them metaphorically and literally coming back from an underworld shaped like a sweet mirage. Incidentally, Kai coming out of the manhole can also be seen as yet another reference to 0 by 1 Love Song, and more specifically to the book called Manhole that was referenced referenced in the intro. In the book, the growing pains experienced while growing up are compared to a manhole one falls into while trying to understand themselves. Now, back in 0 by 1, the boys fell into chaos, so they cannot go lost in their inner black hole, but in chasing that feeling, even if they momentarily fell back into it, we also see them finally coming out to confront reality not as children but as adults. As Yeonjun is almost run over by the taxi, on the side of the building we can see a poster reading Planet of Doom, Fear Beyond Imagination. This is a poster that for the life of me I couldn't find anywhere else, so my guess is that it very much refers to the boys' experience in the story. After living a fake paradise, now they're facing a doomed world full of fear, but they have to confront it if they want to become adults. In the song, Yeonjun feels the growing pains he tried to avoid up until now, but that's a good thing, because even if it hurts a little, that pain is necessary for them to grow. One cannot become a star without burning like one, so even if they've fallen and feel ruined, it's gonna be fine, because they keep chasing that feeling in the real world. This chase that initially separated them ends up reuniting them yet again, and this almost feels like a reference to the overall journey as it was portrayed back in Up of a Star. Initially united by the star, the dreamers go their separate ways to experience the real world, but after a while they reunite once again, drawn together by the very same power. In chasing that feeling, this reunion overlaps with an explosion that spreads their magical energy all over the world. If by themselves they experience the world according to their own standards but still adapted themselves to the world, together they adapt the world to their needs. They are able to change the very structure of reality, meaning that by chasing that feeling they learn to master the world that before they were so scared to face. By the end, we see the boys still at the crossroads and people going about their day as if nothing happened. This is because reality didn't really change, their perception of it did. Before they were scared at the idea of becoming adults. They wanted to stay in their fantasy forever, but now they understood that if they stay true to themselves and keep chasing their goals, they can change their reality with their actions and live by their own standards. They themselves can become the miracles they were hoping to be blessed with, so by the end, the boys come together, decide which direction to take next, and move forward together towards their future. To know what this future will entail, for now we'll have to wait and see, but in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.